G'day there, Emil from Performance by Design with another session today called Building a High-Performing Culture is Only Many Painful Conversations Away. One thing we know about the brain is that emotional and physical pain to the brain is the same. So we have to take our job as leaders very seriously and create safety inside of our organisation for our people to speak up, to challenge the status quo, to reward each other and present their problems to you early. Now, a really good book, highly recommend it. Ray Dalio, the Bridgewater CEO, big hedge fund. He's all through the social media now that he's retired from his amazing organisation. Has this fantastic book called Principles, Life and Business, Personal, the lot. It's just a ripper. Now, one of the interesting principles he talks about is pain plus reflection equals progress. And the important part about this section here is the ability to reflect on your pain in the moment experience. And that's where he has found through his life, and that's why it's a principle where he gets the real growth, the ability to reflect on the pain that you're currently experiencing. We tend to get through adversity and challenges and then reflect, don't we? We look back in time and go, geez, back then it was that, and what did I learn from that? What he's found in his life is if you can take the moment to reflect through the pain, you will get the most amount of growth. And a great tool that I know that I've integrated into my life is journaling. Good, bad or ugly, 80% of my days, I've got some form of journaling inside of it. I'm constantly grabbing the little gifts that life's trips and challenges come my way. And it's very true. When I read this particular one, I had to make a video straight away to share it personally. So a few things from a team perspective. When we are going through adversity and going through a challenge, show the courage as a leader to grip the team in together and reflect on the pain you're experiencing. Bring us together because remember, as social animals, we are smarter and stronger together. So going through those challenges, going through that adversity will actually bind and unite us more because that vulnerability piece is a massive trust builder. Have that courage to bring the team in and reflect through that pain. And what you could do actually is if you schedule it effectively, you can integrate a system inside of your organisation sharing challenges. That's a great way to curate that vulnerability so people are okay to speak up as they're working through their stuff, I guess. Now, the legendary Larry Page, Google founder, co-founder, he was absolutely brilliant. You read a bit about him. He was a genius at going around Google, especially in the early days, arcing up little debates around the kitchen in certain areas, just sparking little conversations that at the time are pretty hard to have with the boss, but he created that culture where we challenge each other and where we look at what Google's been able to achieve over their journey, obviously. So the question we're sort of looking at here, is I use this analogy occasionally inside of our workshops, do you want your staff to turn up with crack in the glass, okay? Or do you want to find shattered glass all over the floor? The glass analogy and the vase, or the glass analogy being that of the issue or the problem. So the question that we have for you today is, are you creating a culture of psychological safety for your team members to openly come to you with a cracked glass rather than you find smashed glass all over the floor, which is irreparable, right? Great little session today, interesting concept. I hope you like the metaphor there. Dive into that question because you may challenge yourself and through this challenging reflection, realize that you may not be building that safety inside your organisation. You can make some changes as a result of that reflection through the pain. My name's Emil from Performance by Design.